I'm fascinated by the moon, and I want to learn to walk on the moon. If I could do this, then I'd immediately quit YouTube, destroy my plans, pack and run. Maybe some water first, and then run. I'm talking of Michael Jackson's famous moonwalk. I've like zero experience, but I want to learn the moonwalk. And when I say zero experience, I mean it. It was hard, especially because the floor was very sticky. And indeed it's easier with socks on as you have less friction. At least for the first time this floor would get really clean now. I basically would be able to eat on it afterwards.
Maybe not that clean.
But my real problem wasn't the floor or my socks, well, maybe them as well. But mainly I had no idea how the moonwalk actually works. As you can't get anywhere not knowing what your goal is, I watched some of his performances. At least then knowing what I was aiming for. Still a long way to go. To walk. I started practicing watching the videos and trying to imitate the movement. Basically sliding back the front foot behind the other one, then bringing the heel up, while lowering the foot simultaneously and sliding back the front foot again. This works because you keep shifting weight from one foot to the other and back.
Oh, it helps. It feels so much better, yeah.
I kept practicing on my tiny little balcony. I didn't pick the best space. You know, moon space. Got it? It truly wasn't the ideal spot to practice the moonwalk. Actually, not anything which is about moving. But it's no excuse. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's not about what you have, but how you use it. I quickly got better doing it slow, but as soon as I tried to do it full speed, I totally messed up. And that means more practice, repeating the same movement over and over again. After an hour, I started to see progress. And I also started to get a little bored. I always want to make learning as fun as possible, and music always helps through the hard moments. Not connected? Anyway, I got there. Neighbors are watching. Day 1 was incredibly successful. Maybe not for the socks. But the floor is clean. And I had improved quite a bit from 0 to doing the moonwalk. It wasn't good yet, but a lot better. Mom always says, sleep a night on it.
Yeah, Mom's just always right.
Today I really wanted to improve my slide on the floor. I watched some tutorials finding out that I was doing something slightly wrong. Because the moonwalk consists of 2 steps and not just one slide. First pulling the foot and then pushing it away. Pulling and pushing away. It looks simple, but those 2 steps gave me a hard time. That means once more, practice. Repeating it until I can do it without thinking about it. With one foot, with the other one, and eventually putting it back together. I could watch myself practicing this for the next hour. All the time having one goal, learning to moonwalk, I alternated watching tutorials and practicing on repeat. Probably setting up a record for most miles moonwalked on a tiny balcony. You could tell I practiced a lot looking at my clean and shiny floor. And remnant of my socks.
Broken.
Not really sure I was talking of my socks or myself at this point. But it was time for shoes.
It's a little bit more difficult with shoes on, but I mean, who's walking around on socks?
Having put on my shoes, I felt thrown back 3 hours of practice. But after getting used to more friction and another half an hour of practice, I was quite happy with my moonwalk.
Actually, it's not looking too bad, even on my shoes. Oh yeah.
Now there was only one detail missing. A little bit of ease, the feeling of flow. Adding a rocking movement and using my arms would make the moonwalk look more smooth. My goal always is progress, not perfection. So that's where I started, and that's where I am after a few hours of practice.